What's going on YouTube today? It's Kung Fu Chai here. Well, that's not right. It's Kung Fu Chai here, and today we are playing a skeleton MTG Arena alchemy deck. It's not an ideal start, but sure. Let's go. Right, so basically, general gist of deck is skeletal swarming. The end. Yeah, pretty much you get skeletal swarming out, and then everything just starts to snowball because you attack and you're dealing trample damage, and your skeletons will get hit by other skeletons and changelings. And then it's, oh no, you've killed a skeleton, I get 2. Or if you've got 2 skeletal swarm attacks, oh no, you've killed a skeleton, you've got 4. And if you've got the Death Priest of Miracle, it's, oh no, you've killed a skeleton, I get another one. And I think the Death Priest ones don't tend to tap? Yeah, the Death Priest ones aren't tapped, whereas the other ones are. I don't want to play that. Nah. This ain't ideal. Put counter on them, village rights, the Guardian Village. Actually no, Tempted Pest then. No, Tempted Pest have used the Makeup, which we won't save for the Swarming. But we kinda need to get to the Swarming first, which is the main issue. So really I've just paid 3 to draw 2 cards. Yeah, value. But stuff like Village Rights, it might not seem the best, but it works in towards the skeletal swarming, so if your opponent chooses not to block, if they're like, haha, I'll just kill my own shit. That's the same reason why Tempted Pest is in here, because if you have a load of big trampler creatures and your opponent's got a load of life through life gain or something, you can attack them, they don't decide to block anything, so they're like, haha, we can take this and then I'll kill you on the crackback. You attack into them, then Tempted Pests your, I don't know, 7-2 skeleton. And then all of a sudden, you've got 7 1/1 blockers. So it's just a nice little fun thing, really. Ping him, I suppose. Yeah, this is a great first game. Is he going counters? Possibly green, big countery stuff. Heck it. I'll sack the Mimic. Play another one. Lesney life game? Question mark? Not drawn the plane style, I'm guessing. To be fair, I can't really talk about Mana Screw. Oh, I've drawn the Cycle Deck this one. Okay, that's nice. This is thrilling. That's me. That's good. Okay. Let's hope the next game we actually play what we intend to play? Question mark? Hey, we got a game 2 against Hakel. Yeah. Hey, skeletal swarming. That's what we like to see. 4 lands, all good. And I've got a Band of the Old Gods, so we can get that 5th land if somehow we don't draw into another land. Ooh, sweet. Some cards I ordered have just been shipped. That's what we like to hear. Some nice Transformers, Digimon, Keyforge, and Folder. Because yes, I'm fucking addicted to cards. Hence why I play so many games. Sure, play that. I don't care. That means next turn, if I really want to, just ping that away with Band of the Old Gods. Just they're like, nah. Kill all werewolf pop. So that's the only creature on the field. Well, non-land permanent, I should say. Is it non-land permanent? Yeah, non-land permanent. More or less always use it on creatures anyway, because you just want to like slow them down a little before you start swarming. And now, oh shit, they're playing green. Are they gonna get rid of that? They keep highlighting over that. Please don't get rid of that. Kinda want that. Well, if that stays around and they don't kill the skeleton, village rights the skeleton after I've attacked. Actually no, instead of attacking with it, I'll just village rights it. If only that death touch, like when it came in, it just pinged that away, which has been quite nice. Double sword. That's what we like. So that means that I don't think that's got any. Yeah, that's good. It's not got any, can't be blocked by X or Y, so my Skeleton Archer will be able to block the Froghemoth, which is all good. Next turn, double swarming, which is very good. Ew. Okay, I'm not blocking that. I guess I'm just gonna have to take that. Jeez, annoying. If I leave 2 mana open, I can turn my Mimic into a skeleton. Which will be, what's that? 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Yeah, I've got enough open. If the game doesn't freeze, please don't freeze. Game? Friend? Hello? Oh! No! No! Fuck! Back in a second. And we're back. Hopefully the swarming hasn't just like, fucked me over with what I'm doing. Oh no. Double swarming's out, we good. Yeah, so we're gonna attack. And then when he attacks me next turn, my Mimic's gonna become a skeleton. It's a shapeshifter. It's a shapeshifter. Yeah, shapeshifter. Oh, okay, it's just gonna take the Froghemoth. Sure, okay, fine, be like that. Fine. Bastard. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kill it then. But I am gonna get 4 more skeletons. Which is nice. Meaning, if I make it to my next turn, there ain't no way he's surviving this shit. I kind of want to make modern skeletons in paper. Be a bit slow, but skeleton swarming. You've got the, is it Death Baron Priest or something? The skeletons get 1/1 and I think Death Touch. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can't remember what it's called. Does, but it's fun. What are you doing, swarming? You gotta take out swarming. Taking out skeleton's not gonna do anything. Okay. You're dead if I untap, it doesn't make a difference. Let's just bring this little guy out. Why is he a 3/3? He's a shapeshifter. Should be a skeleton. Bruh? What? Okay. Each skeleton you control is trampled. Then it becomes a shapeshifter. That's pretty. Why? What? Okay, game. Bruh? Hello? Right. What? Huh? Very confused right now. Shapeshifters are a creature type though. So that should. What? I'm so confused. But regardless, this guy's dead, so. Wait! Okay, let's hope the next game doesn't crash, please. We are back with game 3 against Neprotod. Neprotod. I don't know why I did the really bad accent, but you know, it's all good. Reconfigured, not reconfigured. So, still, it's probably not one of the best ones, but I like the mechanic as a whole. It's a cool mechanic. Nah, you can deal some damage. I don't care. It's only 2. And I want that side effect. Hey! That is like the perfect hit that I was after. Makes sense, Gold Swarming. Turn off the Death Priest. We are very much good. Slammed. Play a Swarm. Mimic. I do really love the art of this card. I really like how the Dungeons & Dragons set brought out a fair few skills. Oh shit, this what is it? Baldur's Gate Command of Legends or something this year, so I bet that's gonna be cool. Hopefully we'll see some tribal stuff. So we got, yeah, Death Priest was also from D&D. Oh, that's pretty neat. I honestly hadn't even put 2 and 2 together there. Hopefully, new Dungeon Dragon Commander set then will have a. That's annoying. is all good though. Because skeletal. Yeah, I had a chemistry teacher in college who would say skeletal instead of skeletal. It fucking drives me crazy. It's like, it's skeletal. Who the fuck says skeletal? Oh god. It just... Everything else he said like perfectly normal. But for some reason skeletal is skeletal and it's driving me fucking insane. Say it. You have a skeleton, not a skeleton. That's a Christmas song. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I think I've got this guy. Oh no! Whatever will I do? Still gotta just keep your shit up to block. On the price you are gonna be dead. Do 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 do. Smoked. Cool. Nice. No doubt, no doubt. Okay then. If that's able to play. Yeah, it's easy to sort of attacks in this deck as well. Most of the time you just click all attack because you have to because it's one. Man, would you look at that? Got more skeletons than before? Yeah, no, yeah, the same amount as he had originally before he pinged a few away, and now I've got a Bind of the Old Gods on field, which arguably won't make any fucking difference. Haha. Block this, you motherfucker. I will literally doesn't bother me at all. Skeleton, kingdom, village rights, do that. I've got more shit. Literally makes no difference. But just in the off case. Yeah, he didn't have something. Yeah, well, hey, 3 for 3. I like this deck. This deck's fun. I like my weird quirky decks. Good weird quirky decks. Let's have a look at the deck list coming up next. And this is the weird 63 card Skeleton Alchemy deck. Yeah, let's have a look at it. And the 1 drops, we have 3 village rights. 3? Wow. 4 village rights. Sack a creature, draw 2. It's a 1 cost, you can drop it to, like, if your opponent's going to block and you're not going to kill anything, you can drop it anyway. It guarantees you're going to spawn at least 2 more skeletons at the end of your turn, and you draw 2 cards, so it's very good. Blade Walker, you are in green and black, so may as well add some shapeshifters in, because there's a fair few shapeshifters from Kaldheim that are green. It's a cheap one, it gives a +1/+1 counter, and it's a changeling, so it counts as skeleton, so yeah, it's just all around good. Mass Vandal, same sort of thing, but it's also got the exile a creature from your graveyard to exile a target artifact for enchantment. It's just, I would say it's good removal, it's conditional removal, because it requires you to have shit in graveyard, but you know, your village rights, you tend to the pests, you're going to be sacking shit anyway, so it works, but more of the time you've got tokens than actual creatures, but it can still come in very helpful. Moss Spit Skeleton, you can have a little skeleton, you can kick it, you can have a big skeleton. It's all good either way. And you can like bounce it back to the top of your deck if you need another skeleton with stuff like your Glade Walker or whatnot, or just another Moss Pit. And it's a cheap skeleton, so yay. 10 to the Pest, it's another sack outlet, it gains your blockers. It's especially good with Skeletal Swarming. If you've got nothing else but your skeletons on the field, they all have to attack. They manage to block them, or like just take the damage, and they're like, we can kill it on crackback. Boom, 10 to the Pest. My 11-3 skeleton now becomes 11-1-1 that I can block with, and whenever each one of them dies, you gain a life, so it gives you a hell of a lot more staying power. And it can just fuck your opponent's plans up because it's instant speed as well. Mimic, it's a land. It didn't function how I thought it did, because it says for 2 cost it becomes a shapeshifter, which should mean it's a skeleton, because it's a shapeshifter. But for some reason Skeletal Swarm didn't affect it in the previous game, so I have no clue what's going on there, because that's the first time I've actually used it as a creature. I've always just used it as a way to like speed out the Skeletal Swarming, or Band of the Old Gods, or Death Priest, so not entirely sure if that's an arena bug, or if I've just misunderstood something, but from what I understand, that should act just the same as like these that are shapeshifters. So, I don't know. Bloodline Pretender, 3 cost. It's no colour pip, so you can just drop it with whatever, which is good. Changeling, so skeleton again. But it's got that crucial whenever a skeleton enters the battlefield. Well, I say skeleton, you're going to choose skeleton, you're not going to choose dwarf or goblins. Whenever it enters the battlefield, again, +1/+1 counter. So, Skeletal Swarming, if you've got one out and your opponent blocks, oh no, it gets 2 +1/+1 counters at the end of the turn, so it becomes a 4/4. And that's only if you've got 1 swarming. You've got 2 swarmings out, you know, that's 4 more, so it becomes a 6/6. And then you've also got your sack outlets like Village Rites and 10 to the Pest. It's like, hell, if you wanted to be spicy, you could name Pest, sack a skeleton, bring out a fuck ton of Pest, sack another skeleton, bring out a fuck ton of Pest. You've got a very big Pest. So, depends if you want to be fancy or not. Skeleton Archer, bit more expensive, but it pings. It can be quite useful if your opponent's like holding up creatures that have abilities that they don't want to block with. It's a bigger bolly? But I can't fucking speak today. It's a bigger body on the skeleton, so that comes in quite useful as well. And it only requires 1 black, so it's not a bit awkward like Death Priest is, which requires 2 black. But more times than not, you can get that out fairly easily. Skeletons, vampires, zombies get +1/+1. You don't give a shit about anything other than the skeletons, because skeleton deck. Although shapeshifters, you know, count as zombies or vampires, so yay. Beginning of your end step, creature dies turn, create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token. That is a change from the regular version, because it's the alchemy version you can see with the little arena logo in the bottom. It was, at the end of the turn, if a creature died, pay 1, create a creature token, I believe. But this is just free now, so it stacks with your Skeletal Swarming. And it's not a skeleton, which is very important, meaning you don't need to attack with it, so you can keep your Skeletal Lord back. And you can just keep pumping out skeletons. And they don't enter tapped, which is rather important as well, because it gives you a skeleton blocker, which will be very big more than likely. Band of the Old Gods. Bit of ramp. And it's target destruction on whatever. Don't really care about Death Touch, because more than likely your stuff's big enough to just kill shit anyway. Maskwood Nexus. I've only got 1 of it in here, because didn't really see the point in any more, and just a little bit of a curveball almost, because it's like, haha, my pests, I have like 7 of them out. Well, skeletons now. Skeletal Swarming's going to boost them up by 6 each, so it's going to be a 7/1, and I have 7 of them. And that's not even counting skeletons, which you most likely have. And, you know, if you've got excess mana, pump out a Changeling. Wait, it's a skeleton. All good. Fucking MVP card, the deck, Skeletal Swarming. It's bloody brilliant. I've pretty much explained it all by now and what it does, so it's just good. Onto lands, we've got a hostile hostile, yeah, I said that right. It doesn't really come up much, but I just like it as a card, and it's no detriment in the deck, and I think I managed to pull it off like once or twice, and when you pull it off, it's just so fucking satisfying. Because you also gain life gain, which is something that you don't have anywhere else in the deck, really. So it's pretty. Well, I say anywhere else, you've got the pests, but you know what I mean. Hell, you can even sack a pest, and you get the pest life gain. You don't get the creature card removed, exiled, because it's not a card; it's a token. But it still works. It's fun. You got swamps, you got forest, kind of expected, because, you know, Golgari, swamp forest, and then you've got 4 pathways, because I think my favourite standard legal land at the moment, I can't think of any better standard legal lands than the pathways, because they're just so versatile, and very little downside. And yeah, that's the deck. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, peace.